Come on, what's the matter with you? First bit, come on. Hello.
Hello?
You want to see something funny?
Yes.
Something really funny, in fact, it's hysterical.
Yes.
And I'll show it to you.
What is it?
It is a fully grown carrot from our allotment.
It's not very big, is it?
I'm glad you noticed that because it's crucial to what follows. A full-grown potato from our allotment.
Oh.
There's more. A full-grown cabbage from our allotment.
Are you sure it's not just a big Brussels sprout?
No, I didn't bring any Brussels sprouts. They were too small to find.
Why? What's gone wrong?
The British way of life, that's what's gone wrong. First they changed the money, then they changed the counties, then they changed them feet and inches. And now, we're getting sunny in the summertime. Whatever happened to the good old English rain, that's what I want to know.
They can't all be as small as this, surely.
Oh, no. There's smaller ones than that up there. Mind you, the harvest will be easy. Just pop up to the allotment, fill a couple of shoe boxes with whizzing vegetables, and that's us set up for another year.
Well, there's no point in getting sloshed, is there?
No, you're quite right. But I tell you seriously, there's just enough food up there to feed the two of us, barely. We can forget any surplus.
Oh, dear.
I don't know what it is with us. Harvest and disaster seem synonymous with us. We got flooded out of the first one, and now we've been scorched out of the second.
It's not fair, Tom. All that work just for this?
Sometimes it hardly is worth it, does it? Well, come on, woman. Earn your keep, cheer, hubby up.
We're having dinner with Margot and Joe tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't feel much like it either. Still,
at least Margot's petit pois is supposed to be undersized. Well, better get ready.
I'll just start off the mushrooms.
With our current run of luck, they'll probably come up as toadstools.
Well, never mind. If we have to sell the house, we can always live in one. I'll just pop them down the cellar.
You're enough to make Sir Walter Raleigh turn in his grave, you are.
The leaks. What about the leaks? We've always been lucky with leaks. That's not a leak, that's a dribble.
Well,
Yes?
nothing really.
Oh. I saw something this morning that'd interest you two.
Did you, Jerry? What was that?
They've opened a new shop in the High Street. Agricultural implements, but not for sale, for hire.
Have they?
Isn't that interesting? That is interesting, isn't it, Bob?
Yes.
Nothing. You two are very quiet.
Oh, are we sorry?
Yes, now come along. We have such a rich language. Let's use it.
All right, then.
I finished.
I finished as well.
Yes. Have you finished, Jerry?
Yes, thanks, Johnny.
And I finished, too.
It's a rich language, isn't it?
I'll get the coffee.
Yeah, I'll get some liqueurs. Well, now, brandy, whiskey, port, sambuca, terps,
Please.
How many eggs have you been getting from your chickens lately?
About 2 dozen.
I collected 22 this morning.
Well, there is about 2 dozen, isn't it?
No, it isn't, actually. If you want to be precise, no, it isn't.
I was not being precise. Remember, I said about 2 dozen.
Well, then why are you making such a big issue out of it?
You're the one that's making a big issue out of it.
Hey.
What?
Now, come on. What is the matter? Been sitting there all the evening like a pair of undertakers. Now you're bickering. You two just do not bicker. We're the ones who bicker.
I shall overlook that insidious assault on my character. Because it has to be said, Tom and Barbara, you are not yourselves.
Now, come on, what is it?
Well, you've heard that every cloud has a silver lining.
Yes?
At the moment, ours hasn't.
It's money, isn't it? Checkbook, Jerry.
No, Margot, it isn't money. It's just that we're suffering from a disease that's going around at the moment. It's called life.
Oh, I understand. If that man could have seen your poor little face as you said that, Barbara, even he may have had the common decency to resign.
Who?
Callahan, of course. It's obvious.
No, it isn't.
Well, who else can it be?
It's just circumstances. They've just got a bit on top of us, that's all.
I know what you two want. A break.
Oh, yes, good idea. We've got 59p. We'll have a couple of weeks in Acapulco.
You meant something like a long weekend.
Jerry, 59p wouldn't buy us a long 5 minutes.
But I've already offered you my checkbook.
Mine, actually.
Look, whoever's checkbook it is, no. Thank you, but no.
Of course.
What, of course?
I have just had a brilliant idea. I know of a very nice penthouse flat in Mayfair that you two could use absolutely free.
Oh, do you? You haven't told me of any such flat.
It's Robert's.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jerry. You have told me about it.
It belongs to a friend of ours. He's got it around for 6 months, and there's an open invitation for us to use it. You know, if we come up to town and see a show, have dinner, don't feel like driving back, or for friends of ours to use it. Well, your friends, use it. Get away from it all.
Get away from it all in Mayfair.
Well, I know that normal people generally get away from it all in a remote cottage in Norfolk, but I mean, you're not normal people.
Right, Jerry.
No, you know what I mean. You don't want to get back to nature. You want to get away from nature. You know, soft living, all mod cons, push-button controls, colour telly.
Decadence.
Hedonism.
Self-indulgence.
Laziness.
Sloth.
There are black silk sheets on the bed.
Filth.
Tom.
What about it?
We can't go.
Oh, come on. Why not?
Well, I know we've got very clever chickens, but they've yet to learn to milk the goat.
Of course, and then there's all the feeding.
We'll just leave them enough for 3 days.
Margot, you can't put a lot of food down in front of our animals. They just scoff the lot. They're not over-interested in planning it as breakfast, lunch, and dinner for 3 days.
Stupid beasts.
What about the yellow pages? There must be a rent a swineherd outfit or something.
Do you want to look or shall I?
Yes, you're probably right.
I should have thought the solution was obvious. Jerry and I will look after things.
You?
Yes.
Margot, that would be like asking Pavlova to play rugby league.
It's a well-known fact that you and domestic animals are not over simpatico.
I know, but my thoughts have flown elsewhere. They have flown to a flotilla of little ships, making their way down the Thames estuary and out to sea.
How many have you had?
I am talking about Dunkirk, Jerry. My point is that the men sailing those brave little ships didn't want to go any more than I'd want to play about with grubby animals. But those soldiers were on the beaches, and the ships went. You are those soldiers.
Are we?
Yes, battle-weary, near to exhaustion, in need of rescue. And I think it's about time that Jerry and I slipped our moorings.
It's a smashing offer, but it's just the frightful way you put it.
Slip our moorings.
I know, you've got them laughing for the first time this evening.
Yes, I suppose I have.
May I say something?
Certainly, Tom.
Well, should you collect any barnacles going across the channel? May I volunteer to scrape your bottom?
Is that it?
Yes.
More coffee.
Come on, you two. It's taken you 3 weeks to decide to go. Now go!
We're nearly ready. Now, you have got those few notes I gave you about the things to do, haven't
Yes, I have. I'm thinking of having them bound. 3 volumes.
you? Right, now, keys.
Oh, yes.
Just so you won't lose them.
Thank you.
Ah, Jerry, good man. There you are. Now, I think this should simplify things for you.
Oh, my God.
Now, bear with me, bear with me. Now, this is a graphic representation of those notes Barbara gave you.
They're in your hand.
Oh, yes, so they are.
Good, good. Now, come over here, will you? And put yourself down, make yourself comfortable, and just try and concentrate, all right? Now, then, once you understand the key to this, it's perfectly simple. It all depends on colour coding.
Whereas these notes, they go under the headings and the subheadings.
Do they?
Now, concentrate, because I only want to do this once, all right? Now, red is for the pigs, yellow is for the chickens, and blue is for the goat. Now, take red.
That's pigs.
Very good indeed. Now, you come along your red line like this, right, all the way along the little red line, all right, until there's a little entry point represented by vertical lines. You come down here, there, and this denotes time of feed.
Where you've written time of feed.
Right. Now we come to chickens, represented by...
The yellow line.
Very good. Now, just to convince me that you've really grasped all this, I want you to do the next one all by yourself.
Really? Right.
He broke my board!
We're only trying to simplify
It's
things.
for me, for heaven's sake! You're only leaving a few animals for 3 days. You're not handing over the Serengeti Game Reserve.
Sorry.
But I'm not a child, you know.
No, I know you're not. Now, you better tuck those away or you'll get caught on something.
Are those keys colour-coded?
No.
Right, let's see that.
Get out! Get out! Get into my car and go! Now, there's the car. Boot in the back, keys in the ignition. Not colour-coded. Get in and get out of my life.
You are lovely, Jerry.
You are lovely, Jerry.
Did we say goodbye, Barbara?
Now, don't forget to ask Margot to talk to the chickens while she's feeding them, because they do like it.
I won't. I can't vouch for the actual content of the conversation.
There is Margot.
It's now 11:30.
Just 1 or 2 thousand last little worries.
Really? Unbelievable. Now get off to Mayfair. Have a lovely restful weekend.
We're on our way.
Bye.
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 Jerry, did I mention?
Yes.
We're on our way.
Bye. Bye.
Thank goodness. Are those all new?
Yes.
For 3 days?
Yes.
How much?
I don't know. 70 something.
3 days?
Yes.
What happens to them afterwards?
It's obvious. I give them to the needy.
We'll be in Mayfair if you want us.
There's the address.
I gave you the address.
Sorry, Jerry.
Sorry, Jerry.
So that was Kojak, eh?
Well, we've never seen him before, have we?
No.
I wondered why the postman kept saying, "Who loves your baby?" all the time.
Yeah, they used to say it to me as well, you know. I took it the wrong way at first, but now I see it's definitely bisexual because Kojak says it to the fat little curly one as well. He says it to everybody.
It's a funny thing to go around saying, isn't it?
Yeah. All the commercials have changed since we had a television set.
The news hasn't.
No. Pass my drink, will you, love?
I'm too floppy.
Too what?
Too floppy.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm probably too floppy to drink it anyway. Funny, you know, when we first got into this flat, I didn't honestly think things would work out, you know. I thought we'd be sitting on the edge of our chairs, biting our fingernails, worrying about what was going on at home.
Well, we were for the first couple of hours.
Yeah. But once you get really floppy, you're there, aren't you?
Oh, Tom, we did need a break, didn't we?
Yeah, we certainly did. It's working wonders. You know anything? Even the telephone's got a relaxed little trill about it. Hello? Oh, God, it's Margot!
What's wrong? What's wrong?
Don't panic, Barbara. What's wrong, Margot?
Margot!
I have never been one to respond to Latinesque hysteria. Now stop shouting. Calm down and I'll tell you.
All right, I'm sorry, Margaret. Very sorry. We are quite calm.
Thank you. Now, there appears to be a little problem with your generator.
That's it! Fantastic! It's blown up!
No. Jerry has merely detected that it is making a different noise.
What sort of noise?
A different one.
Well, that's no use, is
Well,
it?
we've got to know what sort of a noise, Margot.
Well, it's a sort of a gurgle. No, it's more of an intermittent grinding, punctuated by... No, grinding isn't quite the right word. How can I explain it? It's sort of more like a high-pitched whine, which is sort of punctuated by...
Margot, will you stop waffling and make the plastic noise?
If you're going to be abusive, I shall hang up.
No, Margot. No, make the noise for me, Margot, please.
I'm not very good at noises.
I'll kill her.
Shut up! Margot, please try.
Oh, very well.
A sort of coughing.
That wasn't the noise. That was me clearing my throat. Here comes the noise now. Clunk!
Listen. Are you sure it wasn't more of a...
No. If I say so myself, my rendering was quite accurate. It was definitely a wee clunk.
It's the bearing.
It's the bearing, Margot.
On what?
You...
Now, look, if you could get Jerry, Tom will tell him what to do.
Oh, he's here now. Oh, don't come in, Jerry. You're filthy. Jerry says it's still doing it.
Don't panic, Margot!
I'm not panicking. I'm awaiting instructions.
All right. Now listen, Margot, listen. Tell Jerry to get the oil can and squirt a few drops onto the nipple.
You just have to use words like that.
That is what it's called. The nipple under the flywheel. Now tell him, please.
Very well. Jerry, you want to squirt a few drops of oil. I'm afraid I have to say this, Jerry. Onto the nipple underneath the flywheel.
Gotcha.
Got you, Jerry. He's gone to do that now. Well, what sort of weather are you having in London?
I don't know. We haven't been outside the flat. Now, look, while we're waiting, has anything else gone wrong?
No, nothing.
Oh, Margot, you did remember to talk to the chickens like I told you.
Yes, I did. Very silly I felt, too. Mrs. Weaver was looking over the fence at the time.
Now, look, Margot, the oil is in an oil can marked oil.
I think Jerry's level of initiative is sufficient to work that one out.
Sorry.
Oh, and you do realise that the light switch in the pigsty works upside down, don't you?
Trial and error pulled us through that one.
And did we say to remember to milk the goat from the right-hand side?
Yes, you did. Several times.
And if you need the keys to anything, they're around Jerry's neck.
No, not anymore.
Why not? You haven't lost them.
No, they are quite safe in the top drawer of my bureau. I simply couldn't stand Jerry clanking round the house like a nougat turnip.
Tell them their infernal machine's running normally again.
Yes. Jerry says the generator is running normally again.
Oh, thank heavens.
Panic over, Margot.
I was never in a panic. Round the back of this, Jerry. I'll say good night now.
No, no.
What?
Now, look, will you promise me to telephone us the minute anything else goes wrong? Now, will you promise?
Yes, I promise.
Yes, now, but you will promise, won't you?
I just did. Now, good night.
Any time at all, night or day.
Yes, now, for goodness sake, put your receiver down and go to bed.
We flapped a bit then, didn't we?
Just a bit. Well, you heard what Auntie said. Go to bed.
Oh. Now, is there anything else we forgot?
He does have black silk sheets.
Does he?
Und roțioară discrete, voplele, atropiata, bel medici.
Tom, it's 10 o'clock in the morning.
Is it? Oh, I was watching that.
Since when have you been fluent in Welsh?
Well, you get the gist of it.
Oh. What was it about, then?
Well, it's about these two blokes sitting in the studio, talking to each other.
What were they talking about?
Socks, I think. Or brass rubbing.
You've become a telly addict. In a few hours, you have...
True, true. My goodness, you've got to watch this easy living, you know.
It's fun, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Ooh. Toast, toast, toast. Goody, goody. Well, Jerry and Margot haven't phoned, so obviously everything's all right at home.
Obviously.
I wonder why they haven't phoned.
Well, as you said, obviously everything's all right.
Yeah, but what if something cropped up and they didn't phone us because they didn't want to worry us?
They might be trying to cope on their own.
Well, exactly. Trying to cope with something for which we have provided no notes and not being able to do it.
You mean something unexpected?
They'd be helpless.
They'd phone us if they were helpless.
No, 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 no. They wouldn't phone us about being helpless if they didn't realise they were helpless.
You mean to say they've got a crisis on their hands? And they don't even know?
Oh, could be. I mean, you see, they don't know what to look for, do they? I mean, if they saw a chicken lying on its back with its feet in the air, they'd probably just say, oh, how quaint, I didn't know chickens sunbathe.
It's not the chicken. It's the goat. It's Geraldine.
What?
Oh, I'm a fool. I forgot to tell Margaret and Jerry about her cough.
But she got better.
But that's only because we looked it up and we called the vet. I mean, she could have had a relapse. She could be standing there now, coughing her heart out. Margaret and Jerry would pay no notice because they would think that that's what goats do. Tom, they're watching a dying goat.
Now, look, if we set out now, what am I talking about? We'll phone them. It's so long since I've been without a phone.
No, don't punch Jerry, Tom. It's not his fault. He doesn't know.
Of course I won't punch Jerry. We should never have left them alone in the first place.
Oh, false.
Steady, steady, steady. Come on, come on, come on, come on. They're not answering.
They're in the garden. They're watching Geraldine die, that's why.
Now, there's nobody there at all.
Where are they?
Well, I don't know. Perhaps Margot's been taken ill.
And Jerry's taken to hospital.
And nobody's watching the goat at all. Nobody's watching anything.
Margot, I don't honestly think that goat wants its horns polishing.
And I say that the goat will have polished horns whether it likes it or not.
Really see the point?
Oh, don't you? Then I shall explain, Jerry. I was getting just a little tired of Tom and Barbara's assumption that we could only barely be trusted to look after this silly self-sufficiency business affairs. When we hand that to them, I want them to see that not only have we coped, but that we have improved.
Yes, they do tend to rather strut and crow a bit, don't they?
Oh, quite. Mountains out of molehills. Let them try to run a successful music society with 2 leftist sopranos and a stage manager who has a steel plate in his head.
Let them try and sort out the Mountjoy account when Mountjoy himself has been treated for pyromania.
I had that burn in your coat invisibly mended, by the way.
Thank you, darling. I have a good mind to have written up on a notice on the wall that they can see. A little calm goes a long way.
Hear to that, Jerry.
What was that?
Thugs from the council estate, probably.
All right, what's happened?
What are you doing here?
You didn't answer the phone. That's what we're doing here. Didn't you hear it ringing?
Yes, we did, as it
Well,
happens.
then why didn't you answer it? Too lazy to get off your bottom and walk across the room?
We weren't in the room, as it happens. We were in your garden, looking after your menagerie, as promised.
All right. Why didn't you phone us?
There was nothing to fear about.
You expect me to believe that?
Tom, I told you there was absolutely no need to dash back. All the animals are perfectly fitted well.
You snake in the grass. Well, here we are then.
Yes, we can see that.
Just pop round to see how you were.
No, you didn't. You just couldn't believe that Jerry and I were capable of handling things.
I could.
I'll see you later.
Hopping round hardly entails tearing 2 inches of rubber off my tyres and then dashing in here like a pair of raving lunatics.
All right, Jerry, I'll come clean. Barbara was in such a state we came back special.
You toad.
All right, we both panicked.
Yes, we both.
Anyway, we're back now. We've had a nice little rest, so I probably think it's probably best to take back the reins.
Before the Leadbetters can do any more damage.
What damage have you done?
None, that's my point. And I shall go further. I shall say that you are getting just a little over-bumptious about the difficulties of this lifestyle of yours.
But you've only done it for a day.
Yes, but even so, in spite of all your fuss and flap and fears, I think we've done it rather well.
Even to the extent of concentrating on certain civilizing influences which you seem to have let slip. Like cleanliness.
Now look, Margot.
Have you seen the floor?
Good Lord.
I'd forgotten it was that colour.
Notice, too, that the range has not only been black-leaded, but polished as well.
It's beautiful, Margot.
Margot, do you mean to say you got down on your hands and knees and did all this?
Well, not exactly. She made Mrs. Pearson get down on her hands and knees.
It's the same principle, Jerry.
Oh, yeah, it's the same principle.
Anyway, it's very, very nice. Good heavens! Has Jerry balled up all my garden tools?
Yes? Well, he made Mr. Pearson do it.
It's the same principle.
But something else that might surprise you. I wonder if you're going to recognize these.
Gracious! I shall need sunglasses to look at those.
Margot, where did you find those buckets?
Ah, now, they illustrate what I meant about cleanliness. Now, I don't wish to be unkind, Tom and Barbara, but this was the very nadir of the laxity which seems to have become your norm.
Where did you find them, Margot?
In the cellar.
Absolutely revolting. Filled to the brim with muck.
That wasn't enough. Growing on the surface was what I can only describe as actual fungus.
Which you threw away.
No, which, realizing the principles